Hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello. Professor Patil, my voice is clear or not? Please tell me. Professor Danay, please tell me whether my screen is visible and my voice is there or not. Please unmute yourself. Okay, my screen is visible. का इथे येते ना, येते hello, now I'm audible or not? Student, please reply in the question. Sir, you are not audible. कुठे आले का? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so student, as I hello. So yesterday only we got this new syllabus and our new unit, that is fundamental of 3D modeling. Till yesterday we are learning this syllabus under the unit 1, that is called modeling, 3D modeling and viewing. Now they have changed the syllabus and it is now approved by SPPU, and this is what the content is. First is fundamental of 3D modeling is our new syllabus, and we discussed the introductory part in the very first lecture. Yesterday we discussed product life cycle for any product, and on the WhatsApp group also I have displayed product life cycle of the current product, and you can see how this particular thing is changing from introduction to growth to the maturity and to the decline phases. So we discuss about the uh, this product life cycle. Now we are going to focus the various CAD tool in design process of product life cycle. So today we are going to discuss this. We are also discussing more about the scope of CAD software module. Various software modules are there: operating system module, geometric module, application module, programming module, communication module, computer aided design in that feature, requirement and application. So this is the major thing we are covering in the lecture. So student, yesterday, one student asked me a question on product life cycle, and I'm just taking that particular question as a poll. So, yes, Professor Danait or Professor Patil, can you just start with the first question of the poll? The first question is, what happened to the price of the product when or in the inflation? So, yes, student, you can. Yesterday, one student asked me this question, and see, for product life cycle, we have already seen there are 4 stages, right? Introduction stage, where sale is less; growing stage, maturity stage, and decline stage. Okay, and so his question was, when inflation is there, जेव्हा महागाई वाढते तेव्हा काय होतं प्रॉडक्ट प्राइसच्या बद्दल. तर the correct answer is, I have just the poll is open for you. So just tell me what you think. What is your observation as an engineer? What happens with the price of the product when there is an inflation? And I'm happy most of you are voting attentive. Okay, so I'm closing the poll. So what happened? So most of you are answering correctly. Professor Patil, can you please go close this poll? Thank you. So yes, the price is increases. Okay, the price of the product or service is got increased when inflation is there. जेव्हा कधी महागाई असते किंवा येते बाजारामध्ये मार्केटमध्ये, the price get increases. I just want to clear here one thing. As an engineer, there is a different you can say definition or understanding about price, about value, and about cost. Okay, so in what out of this, what you are using? You are using at the manufacturing cost, you are using at the product value, or you are using at the product price. So these things have different meaning. So manufacturing cost is different, cost of value or value is different, product value is different, and product pricing is different. So just to know, like, one can manufacture, like manufacturing cost, or if you are creating a drawing, okay, a sketch, the manufacturing cost is very less in that sense, like whatever the drawing material and colors and pencil and boards required, that can be your manufacturing cost for that particular product. But same case when you are actually thinking about value of that particular product. If that is a phenomenal drawing, very extraordinary drawing, or very old drawing, then that value of that particular product that created maybe 10 15 year or 100 years ago got different, and price is what actually customer and the owner is exchanging for, like that is the final thing. So price is in that sense is a different. See, this terminology is not there right now for you, but just for yesterday, as one student asked me that question, I have created this for you. So product of the like cost of the product, value of the product, and price of the product are different. But as an engineer, we are dealing with mostly the price of the products. Okay. So next thing, so we have already seen this prerequisite, and one more thing, the course objective is also changed. So whatever the course objective we have learned till 2 lecture, it is not there now. This is the final. In unit 1, from unit 1, the fundamental of 3D modeling, what is our course objective is to understand basic concept of CAD system, need, scope in the product life cycle management. So yesterday we already discussed about this. Okay, then PSO we already discussed. Now, yes, this is something that we have discussed. Most of you are aware, when we are launching a product or service in the market, the PLC, that is product life cycle, is moved in this fashion. It is actually at start or introduction phase, it is at lower level. Growth phase is this phase, and then it actually goes for the maturity level and decline. So you need to remember the staircase so that you will always knowing about the product life cycle. Okay, so introduction phase, growth phase of the product, where pricing is high, market is captured, share value of share in the market they captured at high level. Then the maturity phase is there. Here we get the more products of the similar you can say capacity, similar feature. Also competition is also increased, and at certain level, after the maturity is there, if there is no innovation, the product itself is going at decline. So around 1800, someone actually coined this particular term, and this is applicable for 98%, 100% of the products. So you need to remember this particular PLC as a design engineer. Now next thing is, okay, so the CAD CAM system. So our actual topic of the day. A CAD CAM system is a complex application that require both hardware and software. So when we are talking about CAD CAM system or 3D modeling system, it is basically combination of hardware and software. The hardware of is a computer, that is either PC or workstation with mouse and keypad, and the software is a computer program written in C, C++ as a primary language. So see, as a we are going to work on the CAD CAM system or 3D modeling system, 3D modeling softwares. But before that, what is needed is important, and that is what is discussed here. So here, some other programming language such as Java, Scheme are also used for writing the program. Then CAD/CAM software can run as a client or server, and or standalone application. A network is required for client server mode. The software is installed on center computer, and so this is actually how the CAD CAM system is basically can be installed in any computer, maybe on personal computer or maybe in a server. So as you will, when you are going to enter here in the CAD CAM lab, you will find out there is one server PC is available, which is generally not used by anyone. That server is where all the license of the purchase software is installed there, and it is remain safe. It is not touched by anyone, so that that software is not get any other internet applications, or due to any internet application, virus should not be entered there. So CAD CAM software can run as a client or server. So mostly we are using the client. Okay, the PC that are there, we are using the client. It can be into a bundle also, like one server we can get 5 licenses, we can get 10 licenses, we can get 100 licenses, we can get 300 licenses. So depending on the software we are using, we can install that, and it is just like installing it comes in CD, and you just simply insert that CD in the CD-ROM drive and follows the instruction. Mainly nowadays you can get free software, open source software from any authorized link. Most of the software for student are free. The difference between the student software or educational purpose software and commercial software and research software is that commercial software and research software are used only for the commercial purpose and research purpose, but educational software are for the student, and student can learn, student can do some practice, but they cannot use it for the commercial purpose or even for research purpose. So we are going to share the list of the open source software available. Also, we are talking with university people whether our this 3D modeling practical can be conducted simultaneously. If not, how this particular student version is available for you, that we are going to see. And AICT is already having tie-up with few of the software manufacturing companies, and they are giving free version, and it is as good as the commercial version. Maybe some nodes are there or some application, high-end applications are not there. Otherwise, there is no change. The geography, the graphics user index, the system is all same. Only thing are there are certain limitation for the student. It is really not needed, or some specialization tools are not needed. So any CAD/CAM system is a complex application, requires hardware and software. And I'm talking about this is actually we need we can find out what is the student version is good for you, so that you can actually use this CAD/CAM system. But before starting any CAD/CAM system, okay, what is needed is you need to understand the theory. Suppose you are working with some computer, some civil product or some electrical product, and then you must know the theory behind that. You must know certain knowledge in the civil engineering or electrical engineering. Then only you are able to use the software. So most of you are using various softwares. So here that thing is need to be taken care. And one important thing about the software is, if you are not practicing that particular software continuously, it will be of no use. Like if you have paid, like I have student from our previous experience, students spend around 50,000 50,000 20,000 for a particular course. But if they are not attaching, or if they are not in touch with that particular software, then it is of no use. So remember, if you are mastering any particular software, you need to practice this for the whatever period you are interested to work in. If you are like people are very excited and they actually went for some private owner, and then they purchased that particular course, and after third year, final year, they just forget everything. So my request is, just try give more time for the theory, understand what exactly these things is all about, and then go for specialized training if required. Not at all needed for you to just create the practical sessions or the other part. Okay, most of our students who are working in Baha and other competition that happening worldwide, they are using the educational version only. So that is at all there is no need to go and purchase software, or no need to go and purchase the software courses from the outside of the college. So this is my request. Whatever is required is given to you. Okay, this is about the CAD/CAM system. Now next is so here CAD/CAM software is designed to run on all the platform and operating systems, including the four majors you are aware about: Unix, Linux, Windows, and this. However, SolidWorks is native Windows application that is only runs on Windows. So SolidWorks is one software. Okay, we are now going to discuss more software that use as a 3D modeling software. There is ANSYS is there, Creo is there. Mostly in our institute, we have purchased Creo as a software, and we are using Creo and CATIA is with us. So we'll using either one of them for the solid modeling, practicals. Okay, so this is something related to CAD tool in design process. Okay, so what is designing? Design include basically design tools, and computer is CAD tools. And as I told you, it is consist of hardware where control units are there, display terminals are there, input output devices are there. So most of we are aware about these things. Control unit is like a CPU or internal memory, display units like monitor or any output device, and mouse and keyboards. All these things are there in the hardware. So this is basically you can say a simple definition of CAD tools and various softwares. Okay, software like graphic software, modeling softwares, application software, and program software. So CAD tool is basically combination of these hardware and softwares. Okay. Now I am going to explain the typical product life cycle when CAD tool is in picture. Okay, CAD tool in picture. Now see this particular diagram is very important. One can actually take a screenshot of this particular diagram. Uh, this is typical product life cycle, and to create a product from a need or from initial phase to the final phase, shipping to marketing. This is a typical product like cycle, and it is basically consist of two parts. One is the design process. So any product is, when we are innovating or creating, it comes in this thing. First is the design process. We actually do the design, and another one is the manufacturing process. Okay, so in design, synthesis is there, and one thing is analysis is there. Okay, so synthesis and analysis. Now the product cycle, product life cycle started with design need. So we first find out what is the design, where it is it may be based on the market, it may be based on some research study, what is the product that to be innovate, that to be created. Okay, so this is the design need. So this is design process. In that, then design definition, specification, and requirement. So this is another stage of the product life cycle. Then collecting relevant design information and feasibility study. So we'll just see whether that particular product is feasible, is in operation or not. Whatever the design information, like what material to be choose, what changes, design requirement are there. All these things are studied in the synthesis. Main thing is our the CAD process start from the design conceptualization. Okay, so this is design conceptualization. Next is design modeling and simulation, where we actually create a model, and you give some simulation or give some force to see that what kind of modeling or simulation is actually happening. Then we do the design analysis. Once the design analysis is done, we check for their optimization, like anything we need to modify, anything we need to change. And then we go for design evaluation. And last, we'll go in the CAD process is design documentation and communication. This is a step where you are creating the manufacturing drawing or production drawing. Okay, so you start from design conceptualization. This is a concept drawing. Concept drawing is just can hand drawing, or any freehand drawing. Here you just conceptualize that particular drawing. This is design modeling and simulation. Once that conceptualization is finalized, you create a design model, and you actually simulate that particular model on the CAD platform by using computer. Then once it is done, we apply forces, we apply material properties, we apply some other thing that is required to see that particular design is perfect. And then we go for design optimization. Like some part get in design analysis, we come to know that some part are failed, something is not working, something is not fitting. So all that can be modified in the design optimization phase. If we needed to change the material or anything, that it can be done here in this particular stage. Then also another step is design evaluation. Okay, and once that evaluation is done, maybe with some other software or maybe some prototype, then we go for the this design documentation and communication. So this is important stage as far as this particular syllabus is concerned. The CAD process, where you are aware about the design conceptualization, design modeling, design analysis, design optimization, evaluation, and documentation. Once the design process is end, we start with the manufacturing process. And in manufacturing process, we are starting from the process planning. Like what will be the first machine we are, what is the first operation we are working, how many times that particular machine is there, how we are going to create that particular product in our industry, what are our inventories, what are our raw material available with us. So all these things happens or done in the process planning thing. Once the process planning is done, we go for the production planning. Then we go for design and procurement of new tools if required. then we order material if required, then we actually create NC, CNC and DNC programming, that is numerical control, computer numerical control and direct numerical control programming. So this can be like whatever the product is getting from this particular CAD process. For that you have special tool, special programming language with us, so that it is get manufactured in a mass production. So these are the tool. Okay, so this is comes into the CAM practice or manufacturing process. Then once this is done, we go for the production. We are producing or creating that particular part. Once that production is done, we go for the quality check in quality department. Once that quality is approved by the quality person, we go for the packaging. Once the packaging is done, we go for the shipping. Shipping is basically disposal or dispatch, and then finally once that product is created, we go for the marketing. So this is actually the design process. We have discussed about this in general process. We already discussed, that is product life cycle management, where the various phases are there. What is our intention to learn this particular thing is how CAD tool are important in the design process. Okay, and what is the CAD tool? From here it is comes design conceptualization, design modeling. So this is our important step, where we are learning the different CAD tools and their application in the product life cycle. So our syllabus is basically started from product life cycle, and then they mention about the interchange or exchange or connection between the CAD tool and the PLC, that is product life cycle. So on the basis of that, we can create one poll. We already created one poll. So we'll see that in the next slide. So just wait a minute, I just want to see. So hope most of you have clear this particular product life cycle, including manufacturing and design phase. Okay, so whatever I have discussed, it is written here. I'll just go through once, so that uh, things are more clear. The product begin with need, which is identified based on the customer and market demand. So whether the customer is demanding that particular product, or whether that market is demand, it can be from that we actually we actually create the product. The product goes to main design processes, from inspection to finished product, design processes and the manufacturing processes. Synthesis and analysis are the two main sub processes of design processes. So synthesis we already seen. Analysis is basically a design process. The philosophy, functionality and uniqueness of the product are all determined during the synthesis. During synthesis, a design takes place from sketch and layout drawing that shows relationship among the various product parts. These sketches and drawing can be created using a CAD/CAM system or simply hand drawn on paper. They are used during brainstorming discussions among various design team and presentation purpose. So this is basically a starting of the design process, typical life cycle of the product, and we are interested in the these two things, the design process and the manufacturing process. And in that also we are actually interested in analysis, where CAD systems are used. Okay, so I think I have created one poll for you. So can you go for the next question? One of the following is okay. Sir, please wait. We are not going to launch that. Okay, in the next slide, this question is actually covered. Okay, so yeah, so we already seen design conceptualization, design modeling and simulation, design analysis, design optimization, and design evaluation. So what are the required CAD tool? Okay, when we are talking about various phases, design phase, the conceptualization, what is the required CAD tool in that? The geometrical modeling techniques. So various geometric modeling techniques are there in the CAD software that we are using. Graphics aids, graphic means like some shapes are you can import, you can have already standard library of the various parts. So these are the graphics aids. Some manipulation is required, you can do that by using this thing. And also we can do the visualization. So this is the support or of CAD tool in the design conceptualization phase. This is very important as far as the PLC is concerned. Product life cycle के बारे में जब हम लोग सोचते हैं, these two things are very much connected. So design conceptualization is one thing. Design modeling and simulation, in that same as above means all these things are required here, manipulation, visualization. In apart from that, we can do animation, we can do assemblies, and we also can think of special modeling packages. Okay, various modeling packages are available that we can actually do. Next is design analysis. In design analysis, we can customize the program and packages. So if the product is based on some you can say in thermal analysis is required, or electrical analysis is required, or some force analysis is required, so various analysis packages are there. So we are aware about the CFD, that is computational fluid dynamics, which is required where fluid flow is there, how we are going to do the analysis. Or maybe some thermo mechanical, thermo electro thermo electromechanical systems are there, the combination of systems are there, so we can choose that analysis package. Nowadays I just want to share one important thing about the analysis packages are biomechanics or bio devices are very important, and people are actually working on programming in this particular thing, where biomechanics or you might have visited the dentist, so they are creating your 3D model or solid model, and on the basis of that they give some suggestion for putting the teeth or changing the teeth or whatever the required things are there. So nowadays this design analysis is comes into the every domain. You can go and mostly with the biomedical devices are very important. So my request is those who are interested in this particular thing, analysis packages, think for the finding out the new packages related to, maybe see there are various application in aerospace industry, in hospital industry, in manufacturing industry. You can go and you have a different packages. This is very wide subject, and very wide analysis packages are there. Like if we want to take make master in one package, it may take the course of around 1.5 year. There is tool tool packages there, design packages are there. So depending on that which program or packages you are choosing, that is the that is covering design analysis thing. Another is design optimization. Again, structural optimizations are there for civil engineering people, or some machine analysis, or in the machine manufacture, in the, you can say, why this heavy duty engineering applications, this particular thing can be used. Design evaluation, where dimension tolerances, see one particular practical session is already included, geometric dimensions and tolerances. This is also very important part as far as the reading of manufacturing drawings is concerned, whether all the dimensions are there in a proper way or not, whether you have mentioned the tolerances, limits, fits, whether you have created the bill of material in a proper way or not, and whether the programming is done or not. So all these things is fulfilled in this particular design evaluation or design phase using CAD tools. Another thing is design communication and documentation. Here again it is basically drafting and detailing. So you already have seen some of the animation, or maybe some drafting and detailing things for like once you created the product, it can be used, like once you created the solid model of a product, you can actually make a draft of that, and you can make the detailing, means you can mention what is the dimension, what is the material, how many number, how many part that need to be manufactured. All this is included in the production or manufacturing drawing. So importance of CAD tool is basically in that sense, where what the conceptualization, modeling, or analysis, or optimization, or evaluation phase actually supports with these particular CAD tools. So these are the applications of CADs. Okay, in something, in some cases it is some techniques, some animations, or some analysis packages are there. Okay, so you need to remember all these things. uh, so I think this will be really a heavy dose for all of you. So we'll go with some uh, you know some poll. So can you launch poll, Professor Patil? Professor Dhanait, can you launch the poll? Okay. One of the following is not part of design process. Student, please aware about this poll. Please think, read the question properly. One of the part is not a part of, one of the following is not a part of design process. We already seen the design process, and so we seen that there is a two type. One is design process and another one is manufacturing process. Out of that, one part is not there. So design analysis, drawing and detailing, design need, and design optimization. So which is not correct option? One of the following is not. So we already 68% only voted. I think people are so one of the following is not part of design process. Think of this, whether it is design analysis, whether it is drawing and detailing, where it is need of the design, or whether it is optimization in design. So design process, when we are thinking, student, please vote so that I can understand you are there, you are listening, you are getting whatever we have created. Professor Patil, please close the poll. Thank you. Yes, so the answer is, I will just go back. The answer is basically one of the following part is not a design process. Okay, one of the following is not part of design process. So design analysis is obviously it is a part of the design process. Drawing and detailing, it is a final part of the design process. Design optimization is also a part of design process, but design need is not a part of design process, as it is a customer based, as it is a market based thing, and it is not a part of actual CAD design process. Okay, we already discussed this in the this session. So those who are attentive, so this is the design need. Basically it is not a part of CAD process. It here we can see design conceptualization, modeling simulation, design analysis, design optimization, design evaluation, design documentation and communication is a part of the CAD process, but this is not the part of the design need. Okay, so 81% voted and 52% gave the correct answer. That's good. So we'll move for the next part of today's session. Hope this particular, and this is very important, product life cycle. Even you are not into the manufacturing field, even into not you are into the design field, but as a mechanical engineer, as a designer, as a uh, person from the mechanical domain, you must know that these are the what is the product life cycle is all about, and how the things are happens in the industry. It is not something uh, created from very old thing. It is actually practices in the industry. In foreign it is at a very high level. Even in India some MNCs are practicing these kinds of methods, the product life cycle, and now it is actually coming up to the MSME level also, where it is not in the professional way, but yes, it is having certain things. They consider this particular thing, in foreign countries for CAD CAM CA industry. This process is very typical. This process is very typical, and it is very interesting. And those who are master in this particular process, they get good salaries as well as good opportunity. Okay, so and you need to be master. See, one cannot master in each and every stage. Okay, like for creation of CNC NC, some certain program is there. Procurement policy or procurement engineer is a different post. Okay, process planning or the production engineer is a different post. Design evaluation and optimization is a different, where you need to learn ANSYS, CFD. Whichever industry you are working, you need to go for that. And this is something the part of the trainee or starting position engineer, or maybe as per the design, some MBA or other people can actually practice this with mechanical domain knowledge. So this is how the design process is there, or the typical product life cycle is there in the industry, and the marketing and the packaging. So each and everything as a enterprise, we already seen about the product life cycle in yesterday's phenom lecture. here you can see the importance of each of the phase. Okay, so we'll go for the next. Okay, scope of CAD. So this is something related to CAD. Now the next part from our syllabus is CAD CAM applications. Okay, so there are considerable number of applications for various existing CAD CAM systems. Each application has its own strength and is usually targeted towards a specific market or group of users. For example, there are mechanical, electrical, and architecture CAD. So if you have you already work with AutoCAD, right? But that AutoCAD is maybe for mechanical people is different, for production people is different, for civil people is different, and for chemical people is different. So it is a customized product. Okay, and inspection of these various systems reveal that they have generic structure and common module. So once you master in any of the software, most of the any 3D modeling software, if you are having general idea or basic idea, you can start with any other software. Like if you have practice your work in CATIA, you can easily start that with Creo model or SolidWorks model. Or if you are using some ANSYS software for analysis, you can easily shift for some other analysis software like Hypermesh or various. Nowadays COMSOL is one of the software. COMSOL is basically composite solutions. So when you mix the two parts or two material into each other, and you want to do analysis on that, the COMSOL is used. And in IIT people are creating their own softwares. Okay, I have visited one. I have attended one session where they have created their own software, and this is nowadays a very regular practice for creation of their own CAD CAM, or you can say CAE software for analysis purposes. So yes, one can have opportunity in the programming domain. One can have opportunity in the user friendly domain. One can have opportunity in the training domain. So various systems are there. You can always use that. Okay, so here an inspection of these various systems reveal that they have generic structure and common module. Yes, module is common, means the general system, general application, general commands are common. Okay, awareness of the structure and module enable user to better understand the system function for both evaluation and training purposes. So the awareness of the whole thing is need to be created. That is basically here in this particular chapter. That's why the unit is also changed now to the fundamental of 3D modeling software. The major available module are discussed. This is there in our syllabus. Okay, so they might ask you few questions. What are the different modules in the 3D modeling? So one is the geometrical engine or module, where basically it is the heart of CAD CAM system. It provides user with function to perform geometrical modeling and constructions, editing and manipulations of existing geometry. So geometric engines or geometric model is the module where you can do or change some geometry, drafting or documentation. The typical modeling operation that user can engage in are the model creation, cleanup, documentation, and printing and plotting. Shaded images can be generated as a part of model documentation. So you can capture a shaded image, or you can capture a image in any format. The geometric modeling engine or geometric module help you to create the drawing for this purpose, for editing, for construction, and for modifying the geometry. So this is important module. The creation of the geometric module of an object represent a means and not a goal for the engineer. Their ultimate goal is to able their ultimate goal is to be able to utilize the model for design and manufacturing purpose. So our final aim is we need to use that model for design and manufacturing purposes. That's why I said you in the last lecture also, if you remember, you can create any model. Okay, yesterday also few of the students from your class, they have mail me their model they have created in the AutoCAD. Yes, you can obviously create any model, but it is whether it is for design or manufacturing, that need to be checked. So our goal as an engineer, as a profession from this particular field is we need to think from this domain whether the design is appropriate, whether feasibility or manufacturing of that particular solid model is possible or not. Now the application model is the application model achieves this goal. So next model is the application model. Application model, this model varies from one software system to another. Okay. However, there are common applications shared by the most of the CAD/CAM system. Mechanical application include mass property. So in application model, when we think about the application model, means what? Whatever the product you have selected or whatever the solid model you have created, whether you are able to apply the mass property, like if it is a gold, if it is a iron, if it is a plastic, if it is a wood, whether I am able to apply this particular mass property on that particular solid model or not, whether I am able to do assembly analysis, whether I am able to perform the tolerance analysis, or whether I am able to do synthesis or sheet metal design or FEA analysis or analysis, mechanical mechanism analysis, animation techniques, simulations, and analysis of plastic injection molding. So yes, in application module, domain as a different. As I told you, you can have the application module separately for chemical engineering. You can have application module for civil engineering. You can application of mechanical engineering, and for mechanical, these are the things. We are interested as a mechanical people. We are interested in mechanical properties. We are interested in assembly analysis, tolerances analysis, sheet metal design. FEA is very important thing, and also animation techniques and simulations. Manufacturing applicable includes CAPP, NC, CIM, robot. So this is comes into the manufacturing domain. Okay, where you are this particular thing, this NC, CIM, that is computer integrated manufacturing. CAPP is also something related to the manufacturing only. In the next slide, that thing is there. CIM is robot simulation. So all these manufacturing applications are there. So geometric engineering, geometric engine or geometric model is related to drafting, documentation, but application model is related to the specific things. And they, for mechanical, like simulation analysis, plastic manufacturing or plastic molding, or in the manufacturing, robot simulation. Now you are aware about, we are starting with one course on the robotics also. So yes, those who are having knowledge about robotics and how you are able to do the simulation, this application, you can work in this particular domain, uh, in this particular software. The another module is the communication model. In communication model, it is crucial if integration is to be achieved between the CAD/CAM system. This module also serves the purpose of translating database between the CAD/CAM system using graphic standard such as IGS and STETS. So this communication model is what? See, I am having some experience in the industry also. That's why, and I'm also working on some of the projects. So where, see, if apart from the Japan is in some different format, and if you are working here in India, we are creating drawing and detailing of that part, then this communication modules comes into the picture, where we can exchange or translate the database from from a CAD/CAM system of their users to our user, and similar graphic standards are there. So this is the communication module. The communication module is crucial if integration is to be achieved between the CAD/CAM system. So integration between the two CAD/CAM system can be achieved with this communication module. The collaborative module is again emerging as outcome of the widespread of the world wide web and internet. This module support collaborative design. Various design teams in different geographical location can work concurrently on the same part, assembly and drawing, and files in real time over the web. See, this is something related to Industry 4.0 application, collaborative model, where at one stage you are actually doing the changes, and it is actually implemented worldwide through the internet and the technology. So this is a collaborative model. This is still in India, it is not that way in use, but yes, this is something related to the Industry 4.0, the new industry scenario that is actually we will be working with. The various CAD/CAM systems supports engineering designs, analysis, and manufacturing application. They all have flexible pricing structure and allows customer to add application as needed. A basic license for system include geometric engine and mass property calculation. So see, the basic license, as I told you, the educational version is available with what? Geometric engine. So the drafting things and the mass property calculation. Okay, the majority of the vendor bundles their applications with geometric engine. SolidWorks, however, use different approach. It does not get involved with the application. It redirect with the customer contact SolidWorks partners. So it is related to SolidWorks. As we are using the CATIA and this Creo, we'll discuss more on this. But hope you got this thing about the collaborative module and different module used in the this thing. So as per as the today's session is concerned, we have done with the most of the things. The next part is basically what this computer aided design, what are the different feature, what are the different requirement and application. We'll discuss in further. But before that, whatever we have discussed, we need to check whether you are attentive or not. So there are two more polls. So my request is please share the poll, sir, and see how the student are responding. So the next question is, what is important to learn in any 3D modeling software? So this is multi choice answer. So you can choose whatever you feel it is important. So what is important if you want to learn a 3D modeling software? What are the things that are important? So understanding the theory or training on the software or ongoing practice. As I told you, if you just have not touched with the software in last 6 months, various changes are happening. Things are very different, and you are not able to you are not able to practice that. It is as good as you are creating or you are learning a new software again. So many changes are happening. So many versions are created. Also, if the different software or different companies with different software, you need to again modify yourself in that way. So this is a learning is always ongoing there. Again, important. I think 71% only student voted. So I will next wait for more 10-15 seconds. Whether it is needed under theory is needed or not, that also is very important. Training on software is essential or not, and ongoing practice. So I think most of you are not voting for ongoing practice, but my request is see the question: what is important to learn any 3D modeling? What is important thing if you want to master anything? So just check and find out all these things. All the things are very much needed. Understanding the theory, that is we are covering now. Training on the software is the next part. As I told you, we might be using some software, maybe how the government guidelines are there. We'll work on that. And ongoing practices, it is not, this subject is not for the second year things. It can be useful you for your seminar preparation, because you are working on some topics and you are doing some analysis. Also it is very useful. Like 80% of our students working working on their project with using this particular software in their final year. So this is very important. Ongoing practice is very needed. So I think we should close the poll now, and we'll float the next. So all these things, understanding the theory, training on the software, and ongoing practice, all these things are very much needed, and this will be there. And the last question is, can you float that, sir? CAD tool in PLC is required. CAD tool in product life cycle. So why this CAD, where this CAD tool is required in product life cycle? Okay. So give answer. It is required in geometric modeling, or it is not. Sorry, the question is CAD tool in PLC is required except. So you need to check whether at what this particular thing is not required. The CAD tool. We have discussed various CAD packages. Okay. So what is not appropriate here? At which position? And I'm happy most of you are giving the correct answer. That's really good. This is the last question for the day. I know this is really tiresome. Like it is like only one hand, one-sided communication. But what is my request is you put your questions in this question box. We'll start the next day with the question that I have got from the previous lecture, and then we'll go ahead, so that there will be communication, and you will also get time, and I will also get time to discuss. So my request is put whatever the question you have in the question tab. Okay. So uh, the CAD tool in PLC is required except so few of you have given the animation, but animation is something like simulation. So it is not animation, but it is the correct. We'll wait for few seconds. Okay, sir, we can close the poll now. 82% voted. Okay, thank you, sir. So the correct answer is basically a process planning. So CAD tool is useful in geometric modeling, is creating animation also. Most of you have written the animation is not because we are knowing what is animation is a cartoon things, but animation is not that way. CAD tool is useful in manufacturing, creating drawings, creating the structure. If you remember the first slide of the this particular unit, once machine is there and there is some displacement is happening between the that various part. So basically that is animation. We are focusing only animation as a something related to cartoon characters. It is not that. In the manufacturing domain, CAD animation is very much useful also for the presentation. So CAD tool is used. Last thing is the dimension and tolerance. But obvious dimensioning and tolerances are very much important. But in process planning, CAD tool is not useful because process planning is something it is a management part or discussion part or brainstorming part. So student, I think it's around exactly 2:30. Thank you very much for listening. I'm going to close this session, but my request is if you have any question related to this about the CAD CAM, how we go further, you can put into the question mark. We can answer few of the questions in the next session itself because then it will be have some linkage also between whatever we have discussed in the yesterday lecture or previous lecture and the next lecture. So you please put the question in the question box. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for attentive in this particular pandemic. So and stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much and have a good day. Professor Patil, please close the session also. If you have any, I will wait for 1-2 minutes if some questions is there or whatever the questions are there, we'll discuss that in the next lecture. You can please put the question here or also you can you have my WhatsApp number. I'm going to add myself in C division also, so you can put put question on my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you very much. Professor Patil or Professor Danai, please end the poll.